North American, Pug Stars, Dust2. It certainly correlates for potential. And I'm loving Penny stepping into the server. Some new names for me to play with.
Oh, aggressive here.
Hello.
Motum.
He's gone walkabouts, hasn't he? He's had a lovely little explore of the map. He's found Moose. And now the map seems a lot smaller for the T's, cut in half and inaccessible. So commitment towards A is all they have left. And the CTs are certainly well and truly aware. And Sonic, one of my favorites to watch. Always love seeing the South African boys doing well. Sonic was a player that certainly stood out. And JT, one of the others. So we'll see how they do here. Hopefully a good performance for them. Bomb plant would be nice for the T's, as said. Not a bad takeaway. And now maybe they draw the map a little bit smaller, but here comes the retake.
Oh. Clean from JT. OC in trouble. Jeopardy. No, he's not. Still kicking. Floppy confirms it. Motum was there. Should they have needed him. So that's a very clean start from Cloud9. Certainly seemed like they had a good read as to where this one was going. The fact that Motum just beelines it up, straight up the catwalk and gets that one lingering lurk does indicate that one is going to put smiles on their faces and a huge smile. Nice to see it on Sonic's face early.
Just a quick one, because Jason Moses O'Toole has decided to leave us. We're short some hybrid casters, so I thought maybe I'll practice a bit of play-by-play this time around. I want to step into his shoes.
Yes.
So we'll see how I go. But
does that mean I have to do analysis?
No. We can,
yeah, let's not do that.
Thank
Neither
goodness.
of us. Yeah.
All right, it's going to be 5 rifles coming out from Cloud9. 1 defuse kit in play, a little bit of utility, and the force buy on the side of things for Triumph here. Scout towards long, immediately going to tag out JT, so that's not a bad start by any means. And a very tasty looking buy, isn't it? 2 Galils, an AK, a MAC-10, and a Scout.
Doesn't look bad at all. When you've lost the round, you come back in like that. You're feeling all right, I guess. The CTs, though, kind of posted up throughout. No heavy leans, nothing crazy, kind of as expected. And OC, a player I've enjoyed watching, actually. Those kind of flashes that util play the man's really good at, quite creative. And the T's going to take control towards short.
That's the second to last flashbang. Does nothing. And so they're probably going to do the default smoke. Yeah, Penny will be throwing his for the cross. This could be just default faking. Looks like Sheikh Zula wants to consider it. He could get the strafe to CT and be a threat. That looks like what he's poised to do. But look at OC's angle. He's got that covered. Not anymore. And Penny will be walking into OC's line of sight. Sheikh Zula descending as well. I wonder if that sound cue's been heard. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. It's getting nervous for Floppy. He needs to get more than one. Coming in from Tons as well. Maybe wants to get out of the dodge. He's still alive. Motum's gone down to Sheikh Zula. And he's managed to get 2. This is a lovely formulated second round. And I don't see any way in. This like JT's just going to take a quick frag and remove the Kevlar from Sheikh Zula. But that was great.
Yeah, good stuff. The key there of what Sheikh Zula does by dropping into spawn is cuts off the rotations from the CTs. They have to deal with him before they're able to help out OC or Floppy over towards that B bomb site. And that gives Triumph the ability to isolate some duels and snatch back round number 2. So that was relatively clean. It wasn't anything too difficult. It was some simple Counter-Strike, but the simple Counter-Strike sometimes is the best. And Penny's going to finish off JT. That's going to put Cloud9 in a position where they need to discuss, do we want to go for a force buy? And that Kevlar purchase from Modern, well, that tells me everything I need to know.
I mean, at 1,500, and I mean, this is what I say, so correct me if I'm wrong. I've always seen 1,400 say double eco anyway,
Exactly.
always force.
Yeah, precisely. Okay. You know, you normally will be seeing that come out regardless, but it depends on what type of investment as well. We had some individuals there. Floppy was one who could have bought into a Scout, but it will just be the Deagle buys. He's not going to invest in any armor, nor will JT or OC, so they have been a little bit frugal in this one right here. But over towards upper tunnels is where 4 individuals from Triumph will lean. Patrolling towards middle will be Sheikh Zula. And Floppy finds Moose through the smoke.
That might really stir things up.
We love a freebie. We'll take that. That smoke is weird, but I've seen where it's landing. That's kind of cool. And you're seeing a big retake on short here. Sheikh Zula's going to be well aware of this. He is certainly now. Head rolling. T's forced forward. This is actually pretty tricky to get past. A couple of Deagles in the right place. Floppy being played in at the back of JT. Forced out, but Floppy succeeds and now down to a 2v2.
Oh, wow. Long range. He goes for the audacious spray control. That was great from Motum. Puts Junior into a winnable clutch. He has to find OC, but he's being a real rascal, making lots of sound. That should be OC's frag. Needs to get the shot clean into the head. He's letting him get away. kind of surprised. OC, not ideal. Just a warning shot, but they will stop
stuck.
Junior. He is in a lot of trouble. Motum can finish, and Cloud9's force is converted. That's going to be a kick in the face for Triumph.
Were you going to say backside?
Yes, that's where I was
the
going.
posterior.
Thank goodness I didn't say it out loud.
God forbid.
Just, I mean, kick. It's a word that's so short and so to the point. It needs a partner that rhymes, and there isn't one that's accessible.
So it's going to be a force buy yet again from Triumph. I am excited to see this type of Counter-Strike. This is the brawly stuff we're looking for. We have 4-man A-lane to kick things off from Cloud9. 2 individuals being boosted up towards Cat from Motum. Out towards Long goes Moose, over to the bin. Relatively undetected, but nobody from Cloud9 wants to fight here.
Yeah, pretty chilled stuff. It looks like the CT's opting for more attention towards short this time. Stacked up here.
Always heard that.
Oh, wow. He could barely see a scrap, barely a pixel. Motum's got his eyes and his glasses on today. Don't know why he wouldn't have his eyes on.
Gotta get your eyes on.
Make sure I put them on in the morning.
Well, they normally take the longest. They're doing the eyeliner, and then they got the lashes.
Oh, he's smart.
I've had many a girlfriend. I've spent lots of time waiting for makeup to be done, let me tell you.
Well played.
Flexing.
Aha, look at me. I've talked
I've
to
had
girls
sex.
before.
My name's Chad.
Well done. All right, Sonic, he knows that there's a couple of bodies across, and they're going to pull this out. OC's there, but 2 of the T's have made it towards the site. So Motum, be a little bit more careful, but OC fancies it. That's gorgeous. That's the bomb now loose.
And the Moose on the loose.
Over in Goose.
In Goose! Thank you, Lauren. Oh, baby, a double. It's trouble, and we do see just one. Floppy looking to stand tall and strong in this one. There we are. Now we're cooking with some gas.
Oh,
Junior, not interested in any of that. 2-2, we do continue. And
force by wars.
that's what I was about to say. It's like 3K for them. What did Cloud9 Stitch look like after that one?
Roughly 2K for about 3 members, and then 2 with below that amount,
Nice,
so
okay.
1.4, 1.7-ish. They will be going for the force buy yet again, and I respect it. Why not? Let's go all in. Let's continue this biff and battle. It will be the 5 Deagles once more. Sonic holding on to a bit of residual cash this time round. There's a defuse kit in the hands of Floppy, so it is a relative all-in with the cat boost. Again, I have a true liking for that position. Floppy locking down B, but this time he doesn't have a lot to do, and Triumph are going with the Na'Vi approach. Lauren, wait till we do a Na'Vi game on Dust2. There was a period of time where for almost all 15 rounds of a T-side half, they would just go long, and they would basically just sit here, bait out your utility. They had a guy worry about the flank, that was it,
Right.
and they just go up long and aim at you and biff you. That's it, simple as that.
15 rounds straight against what, like,
Best teams in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked.
There's nothing like losing the same type of round over and over to really make you hate life.
And you know, you're trying every angle. You're like, okay, I'll flank him.
Just hold it like this time. Oh, the flash is good. The swing from OC. He was set up for success. 3 blind T's. Make it more. Oh, the target-rich environment. The CT's making those Deagles sing. And Sheikh Zula has just had to sit back and go, wait, where's everyone gone?
This is a different type of Counter-Strike to what you've just been watching if you were with us for G2 Heroic. This is the Force by Wars. 3 from Floppy. Motum was sensational as well, and I have to give Triumph some credit. I am liking the logo.
It's a gorgeous logo.
Really pretty. A glorious stag. Haven't seen too many stags in the Counter-Strike realms, in the logos. We've had samurai, we've had just random shapes. EG kind of fixed their logo after their rebrand.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I like what they did. I mean, it's back. At least the familiarity.
I like the classic EG.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I'm just glad it's not like the suit thing. You know, like it looks like it was from like a student's typography.
Oh, that's right. It was just the words, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The big
not
V.
clever. Yeah.
Yeah. So this here, ladies and gentlemen, is NACS, and they are doing their best to
Look
be
at
the
this pie.
poster boys for North American Counter-Strike here. Individual ability, aim on the menu. We have seen a little bit of poise.
Ooh.
She's safe. That's a molly you want to look at, or maybe not. Maybe it's intentional. Oh, that sucks. Spongey's got most of their util as well. He's just going to try and throw some of it. Nice little dribble smoke. He's got a line up for that. They know exactly where he is, though I'm surprised JT didn't want to push ahead of that.
Must be tempting, mustn't
Fully forced with Deagles and Kev.
it feels very North America.
It does. America. See how far they can get. I am concerned that that long player could get a boatload of info. If Floppy just pokes his nose out of long doors, he'd know Nobody's home.
They are changing their tactic here. They did want to finish on that B bomb site. You could see them lining up grenades, but that extra smoke being pumped into the tunnels by JT is making them go back to grab some cat control. Sonic will be on the A site with the AK-47, so a shooting gallery could be coming his way. There's a smoke and a bunch of flashes. They might just limp one out, flash, molly the site, and go. Oh, it's missed. That's way too... Oh, CT1. Never mind.
Here we are. Sonic posted up, waiting it out. Another flash comes in, turns it. Still stands, spots the first. Penny's there. Penny wins. Suddenly, the CTs are a little out of place on this.
And this is going to come down to the short flank. If Junior can get a nice, quick, clean headshot.
Oh!
And just like that, suddenly, Triumph awaken. Penny does manage to get the necessary trade, and with a 4v2 advantage, they're just going to scarper. This is Dust2. You will see plenty of this kind of action. If the T-side get the necessary opening picks, which Junior did just manage to do, yes, Penny gets the credit for the start, but it was Junior that stopped and contained the retake.
Looking at Floppy, it makes me feel so old. Look. How old do you feel, Lauren, looking at that display picture?
He's probably no stranger to a textbook, is he?
I feel like a 60-year-old man looking at that. Jesus.
He's a young guy. How old is Floppy before we say this? He's
I'm
probably
going
like
to say
32.
No,
But I think he is just a little young faced as well.
Let's have a look.
I'm bringing it up now. He's 20.
That's fine. It's when they're like 17, I can't fathom it anymore. It's like you were. There's probably a few of them out there as well that are literally like, you know.
Oh, there is. BMAS is 16, maybe he's 17 now.
16 or 17.
Stown was, I think he's going to be 18 more by now.
Yeah?
Yeah, time's gone fast. I think when we were doing Pro League in Leicester together, he's 18 now. There we go.
The stunning lights.
People keep getting older.
Isn't it crazy? Every year.
So mad.
Every bloody year.
Every time I wake up, I'm older.
Oh, this is the same play from Pistol from Modem, so aggressive yet again. Oh, warning shots this time round. I don't think we'll be seeing him go for too much of the full commitment. The top mid smoke will hold them at bay for about 20 seconds and will quickly corralling themselves through T-spawn. They have to cross the line of sight from OC. Heads tucked, tails down. Look a bit silly, don't they, crossing there? But they will re-pick middle. And OC will tag onto Junior.
Was that? Okay, phew. Shigzula had the bomb. I thought Junior had accidentally re-peeked with the bomb. Showing it's crossed to T-spawn would have been a huge error. Seems like at the moment, not even Triumph know where they want to finish with this one. Bomb floating back and forth. This indecision is killing me.
Is anyone going to break serve? We've had 6 rounds play and it's been back and forth, literally.
Breaks. You been on the tennis again, Chad?
Yeah, well, Wimbledon.
Yeesh.
Oh, this game seems so crazy. It does seem just purely puggy, doesn't it? How many SMGs have been out? How many Deagles have been out? But it's Penny finding so many ways forward, and what a pretty Penny it is so far. As JT with the Deagle feeling rather irrelevant, but is going to be now flooded. Does find Junior, looks for another, but no, it's OC who's there. So they now know where 2 of the players were. Now 1's still alive, but the last fact they don't know is old Floppy.
Eesh. That's the last chance he'll get. Floppy can do just the 1 upgrade for Penny. That's 4 in the round, so credit to him for taking control, just dominating short. And taking a quick look at the scores on the doors, you can see he is accelerating above the rest. 133 ADR.
What's the show is again? The scores on the doors.
Gosh, I couldn't.
It's like the
tell you.
pigeon that they used to call down the dove from above.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't remember.
Oh
It.
gosh.
This is old. If anyone is of my generation,
Yeah, it was a reference my parents made, so I don't know.
If it's UK television, I can't
It's
really help
UK
you.
TV.
I think
It's
you guys
definitely
watched more
UK
of our television than we did of yours.
All right. Mr. Scribble
sorry,
or whatever.
Neighbours.
You enjoyed Neighbours
done.
and you watched Home and Away.
Speak for yourself.
And neighbors
Become good friends. Is it still on the air?
I have no.
It must
idea.
be. It's one of those soap operas that will never die.
Why are they called soap operas?
So not soapboxes. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna work that out
Here
during
we
this
go.
full
Another
eco.
Google.
Get chat on the research.
It's funny how we can find all the answers to these questions and then immediately forget.
Why don't you ask Jeeves it? He'll probably get a more specific answer.
Jeeves.
Dearest Jeeves, I am writing to you to inquire as to...
Why is it called a soap opera if nobody sings? That's a great question that someone's asked.
Well, there's another one.
through the
we need to
Googles.
answer.
Bear in mind, of course, CTs here do just have pistols. Literally nothing else. It's
They
just
haven't invested a
five-place
penny.
stack.
Okay, the term soap opera originated from radio dramas originally being sponsored by soap manufacturers.
Oh, we're just done that thing where we just don't bother
Shooting
changing the
Stars.
name.
Someone is as old as me, and I just saw it. Shooting Stars was the name of the TV show, and it was
Shooting
incredible.
Stars.
Thank you, whoever that was, for showing your age as well as mine. So well done. We are ancient, and this round's kind of...
Yeah, I'm just glad that we had something to talk about, because this round could not have been any more
There's
boring.
nothing gone on.
Yeah, this is a unicorn round right here, I'm afraid. Not anymore. Floppy decides he wants to die.
I learned about unicorns. They don't fly. That's a Pegasus. Someone tweeted at me when I said
Did you
that.
say unicorns fly?
Yeah.
Wait, why are they correcting you about a fantasy animal? You can have a flying unicorn, dude.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
All right.
Santa's riding it, the whole shebang.
Isn't that a reindeer?
Yeah, I'm saying he can do whatever he wants in his fantasy universe, you know?
I see.
All right.
Like, people nitpicking in imaginary animals are like the lowest form.
Are you
Human
saying
being.
people judge us all the
You
time?
aren't allowed to imagine that. That's not how I imagined it. Get off your high horse. Or your high
Or
unicorn.
high unicorn, yeah.
Oh god, you are literally 2 brain cells, aren't you?
Yeah.
All that's left.
Brains in a bod.
All right, Orb's out. Sonic's got a big green. Not OC on it this time. He is heading towards middle as the cackling that you hear in the background is my colleagues falling apart.
Brain trust here. That's all of us.
Now, no kits in play here for Cloud9. Feigning a bit of a B-rush triumph, throwing some flashes over, baiting out utility, but Penny very quickly into lower tunnels.
Play-by-play this whole round, Chad.
Go.
I don't like being put
Give
on
me
the
some.
spot, Alex. You know that.
Exactly. Perform, boy.
Now wait till it gets exciting
Okay,
first.
sure. I'll do the analysis. I'll do
Okay.
the scene setting.
Oh, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not yours, mine.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Okay, why don't you give him the play-by-play like throw, so then he can.
Yeah, I'll give him the proper lead.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Try and be the Henry
It's
G
gonna
to
be
his
embarrassing.
machine.
You got this.
What does Henry do at this point? I don't even know. Smoke short. That's relevant for some reason. No, I'm not. I'm not.
It's all right, it's all right. I'll do both. It's fine, it's fine.
Thank
it's fine.
God. Okay, this is Chad's round. I'm gonna go get a coffee.
All right, have fun.
Slow round here. Default spread from Triumph. As we can see, once again, they've poked and prodded across the map, but will be going back through T-spawn. Aggressive mid-push here from Modem, making his way up Cat yet again, but the bomb now in upper tunnels, and the rotation has come across. We've got 3 individuals on that side of the map. Modem in no man's land, and over towards Long, a lot of smokes and flashes coming out. It's all a ruse. It will be the B hit, and it has worked. The rotation is coming in. It's just going to leave Floppy spamming down the lines here. He grabs 1. Can he do more? He's getting 2, and now it's OC tucked in towards the car. Will Penny be checking this? And Sonic overseeing from mid with the AWP. The turned around doors. It's bloody genius. And OC will drop the bomb. That's the round as she wrote. But Moose, with 25 seconds left, will take down Modem. And the rotation, the flank from Sheikh Zula. He's coming behind through CT spawn. That's it. That's all I got. You guys
No, that
can
was
have
really
the
good.
rest of
Very
this.
nice. Well done.
It was a sitting ovation, guys.
Oh, Sheikh Zula's in a spot of bother, but he does stabilize. Good control of the spray there. He has got a bit of a Guardian vibe to him, hasn't he?
Yeah, Sheikh Zula's been like in and out of teams and coaching and in-game leading, and so it's one of these names that I am familiar with. It's the same with Spongy, and Moose is probably the most named. He had a stint in that Envy roster. Junior and Penny are the newer ones to me. I did play a little bit of Counter-Strike in North America in my time, but they weren't on the radar when I was there. Curry was
Neither were the Cloud9 boys, I imagine.
That's true. Curry was another one, but he has stepped down from Counter-Strike to pursue higher education, so smart boy.
Go off.
Respect.
Until change. Much damage went either side. Pretty close, honestly. 69 towards Moose. And Floppy on 70. So, so far, a bit of an equal exchange, but I like this proactively looking for information on the CT side. It's a brave maneuver, but I don't think we've seen this too much. We've seen Motum up mid, but this is a little new. But Spongy, old Spongy, doesn't get much out of it.
Smoke towards the CT and a walk towards the tons. Now, that heavy investment from Cloud9 towards Long, if they don't start pushing for info soon, they will be caught out. It does seem like that's a call that JT is all too familiar with. He's got Motum as well, his partner in crime, likely just going to start sweeping and clearing that. This is going to be big. Start watching the CTs hunker down now. With all of this information, if they turn the corner and mid is clear, B are going to start dropping some nades. Do they have any? Nothing. It'll have to be bullets. They got the bomb now. Needs something from Floppy. That's not enough because Penny, the multi-kill master, has done it again. Walks into the site. This time B takes control, takes another head. This time Moose. We're into a 2-on-2, and the bomb is down, thanks to Junior. 30 seconds extended by the plan.
This is a bloodied battle between these two. Nothing feels clean in this, as we see Motum and Sonic now not a flash to their name. A B retake notoriously difficult, even with those ingenious door changes. I don't know what made them happen, of course. And Junior holds firm, making sure no one has an easy route in, but that angle is now slightly further denied, but it plays in Penny, and suddenly Motum in the 1v2.
God, Penny seems like a bit of a gamer so far here. Keep your eyes on his scoreline. He's got 14 frags. He may even find a fourth frag of this round here. Motum is going to be holding the line, so let's see if he can drive by. Not going to get the chance.
Oh, Motum, be careful.
Okay, phew. Thought he was about to have a look for some reason. But with a saved AWP and about 2k on average for each player, we won't be seeing too much out of Cloud9. Maybe they want to just throw that over to OC and get a little Desert Eagle on any other. Penny, though, that's twice so far in just, what, 10 rounds of play that he has demanded the respect of Cloud9. Now, this is actually typically a storyline, Lauren, and I actually think this is something we can talk about. The idea of, you know, as an underdog team, I think Triumph will undoubtedly be classed as such. You have to earn the respect of your opponent before you can be treated as such.
Yeah, I think you normally have to kind of beat him into it a little bit, right? It's that repetition of you can't take liberties. And that's certainly going to be becoming the case, I feel, here. As, of course, we can only look at the economy and see that being very, very clearly stated that they are down on the pistols. There is that saved over AWP on Motum, but beyond that, that's really all she wrote. So back towards this A-Lean, it does seem as though because of Motum's presence and the flanks are probably in the back of their mind in case they're on those pistols and do something a bit cheeky. Shake Zula, who watching it. But for now, the T's all in the right place.
So this is actually kind of scary. You know there's an AWP in play, and you're opting for the long of all the options. Motum has a real shot here, quite literally. That's the bomb. Draws the first. Chaos, they haven't checked behind him. Spongy can kill them all. What is that? Motum's still alive. He could do damage. Moose is just walking through the edge of the smoke. I love the choice from Motum, but Shake Zula doesn't give it to him. He gave it a good go, and this time it's Moose that takes the multi. 7 for Triumph, starting to get competitive at this juncture. Looking at Cloud9's money as well, they won't have all the tricks they need. It was Spongy that got the damage done. None of those swinging pistols expected to see someone ramp. I guess they expected that to be Motum's responsibility. He just wasn't filling the gap.
Now, just a little note here. The winner of this game will go on to play Liquid. Now, that's going to be a rough one regardless, but we did already see Liquid versus Cloud9 go down, and there wasn't, you know, too bad of a showing.
3 maps, is it?
Yeah, so Cloud9 could have a shot if they're able to convert right here, but look at this. 3-man aggressive upper dark push. Penny ready. Can he get another multi-kill? Grabs one, spams away, gets the second, and through the box. OC will finally take him down, but the damage has been done, and now the attack's over towards A.
Penny's on high alert. Consider me impressed. If he maintains this for the series, I'll start doing my research. JT's got a nice double. Shake Zula trying to keep things level, only temporarily. It's down to OC. He needs that shot. Why has he gone for the wild spray? He's actually hit them both with that. Good grief, he has no idea how close he came.
Well, now it's game on. I don't think he realizes it. That's probably the biggest downfall, that they're both one-shots really here. OC up towards long, though, and looking at this, it's Shake Zula who's really eyeing up long. OC doing his diligence, just working through these angles, working through every potential place. The problem is it's a 50-50 on this almost, isn't it? They tucked in pit? No, but as soon as you press that corner, that's a quick old shot.
It is, and he's not got a kit, so I can't help but feel this is it.
Get out of there.
Yikes, this is actually starting to get very dangerous for Cloud9 here. They're finding moments where they're able to make the round look competitive, but Triumph pull it straight back. Shake Zula pushing through the spawn right there, getting the kill through the smoke.
That's good.
Where's Dust2 sit for Cloud9? Actually, I really have no idea.
I wouldn't consider myself a Cloud9 expert. One of the things I'm known for with Cloud9 of the past, Lauren, is sleeping on them. You would have missed that in your time away.
Well, most of the time I had Moses who'd overhype any North American team, which I could bank on, right? Like, if there was one result from 2 years ago that he could potentially put faith in, there he'd be.
Oh, great question actually coming in. James Bardolph replied to me with a picture of his ½ kilo of exotic peppers. That's peppercorns.
Not the edible...
Not the edible capsicum, if you're
The capsicum is the official title.
So he's got some Sichuan pepper from Chile. He's got some Tehut pepper from Nepal.
Does it taste any different?
Some Pendra pepper.
Of course, Lauren.
It all looks very different, I'll be honest.
Have a look.
Yeah, sure. But the great question came in from a fan. He replied to James's picture saying, "What do you do with this?"
Oh, that's a good point.
But this is the pepper.
Well, I guess you grind it.
It's very exotic looking.
And you put it in... it's for cooking and eating.
Thank you, Chad.
I don't have any
Well,
fancy.
no, the fan asked the question. I thought I'd give
I
him the
merely would
answer.
assume maybe there was some very specific meals he'd like that with, and we are talking nonsense because we're normally on a, what I like to call a shit buy.
Okay.
That's
That's
typically
one way to title it. Yeah,
how it's
sure.
referred. That's a pop, very big pop flash. I'm not sure how Moose is alive. He's not anymore.
But once again, look at this. Triumph actually spread out very neatly across the map, and as soon as Cloud9 go for their all-ins, they're able to take the territory. We can see this right now. 2 individuals now getting rooted in the back of the B bomb site. Planting.
Look at how many nades they got. They can just lock the doors. Never mind. Here comes Cloud9. Wild as anything. Go on, OC. He gives them something to remember. Only the 2. And maybe a little more cautious because Floppy's got a real chance here. He scuffed it. Needs to finish. Nice from Motum. Junior low. And he hasn't got the bomb. Doesn't need to rush this. Motum gets caught, and that's him. I don't know if it's a bit rude to call it embarrassing, but
Unfortunate.
rushed. Yeah, there was a very big rush to Motum's play. Didn't have to. The bomb, the pressure was on Junior there. He had to plant. He could have disappeared, could have walked around tunnels, but
That's a dream.
great reaction,
Yes,
great
right?
flick.
Little Jay Whistler.
Pardon?
That's what I'm going to call him.
Yeah, Jay Whistler.
Jay Whistler.
Where'd you get
Why
this
doesn't
from?
Chad give me cool nicknames? He gives all these players he doesn't know nicknames.
I'm called Lozdog.
Juzzy Bear, and I'm
Lozdog.
sitting here as Alex.
Or Loza.
Dog. Wait, who came first, Flamey or Loz? I think it was Flamey, wasn't it? Flame
No, it
Dogger.
would have been Lauren.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But when you were playing against him, was he Flame Dogger?
wasn't around
That was
that
more
much
at the
then.
desk, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was in that team.
Loz
and, like,
Dog's been around a long time.
oh, this could be huge right here.
Ooh, oh God, he gets pinned to the wall. Penny's nuts, by the way. Like, I'm enjoying watching.
He's got the bomb on his back and he's just opened up the site again.
Oh, you're so good, Penny. And now Sonic, JT, and Motum are just left to rot. They're so far out of this. That Molly didn't need to do that much damage,
All right, let me
but
just see how much a penny jersey costs.
get off.
Look at this aggression. They're hunting them now.
Why are Triumph are playing this like it's just an online? I guess
Well,
it
it
is
is.
online, but you get on like it's not ESL One Cologne to them, right?
They have
It feels
nothing to
like,
lose.
Exactly, but they're playing like that. We say that so often, like, oh, the underdogs have nothing to lose. They can come out and do it, and it's never the same. They just kind of like fumble and they do nothing.
Lauren, are you just mocking our entire desk segments that we've done for the last 4
I
years
never
of my
listen to
professional
them, so I have no idea
life?
what you do.
Oh.
So, Penny. Hey, guys, I got some info.
Here we
Oh,
go.
hit us up.
Yeah, I know we care about age. So he's 17.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
That's kind of interesting. So we've got
That's
a
cool.
young, up-and-coming Canadian. Maybe we've got another twists in the making.
Damn.
And I'm going to scroll through to see what he's been up to. Let's
Well,
have a
one of
look.
you today, if he gets a big play, can
Right.
you get in like, oh, the penny's dropped?
I already said pretty Penny, so it's on Alex.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's already got one cheesy line in.
That's all I do with my casting is just make really subpar puns.
Gosh, I'm looking at their results, Chad. It's really not looked great for Triumph, has it? They've
No.
lost to almost every domestic rival they could have.
Yeah.
And now currently 10 rounds up on the T side of Dust2.
Funny that. And
How
they've
peculiar.
got Dax on the final round here, peppering away. Cloud9 have felt very desperate and grouped up in a lot of scenarios, had the advantage in a lot of scenarios, flubbed them, and now they find themselves in actually a world of hurt. So Triumph could be netting 11 here. It is looking good. And look at all the nades left on Triumph.
First time I've seen Penny caught out. Crucial man to lose. What's Spongy's plan here? Is he planning to walk around the lurk smoke? It looks like Floppy's anticipating exactly that. Junior has potential to flash his squad mate in. Flash of his own design from Floppy, and that's great work. Spongy losing a lot there and upgrading his weapon. OC prepares a Molotov, not capable of deploying it, and that's going to work out wonderfully. Sheikh Zula drops in from the heavens and finds himself just the one. He's trapped, though. He can't really leave. It's Moose to win the round. If he gets this flank on JT, we're gaming.
Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
Sheikh Zulema did well to find another with his low HP.
Yeah, and Sonic now left in this 1v1. He's got a molly and a flash to buy a bit of time, and obviously the bomb's right in his territory, so Moose has to go his way. With the 2 flashes, he could maybe pull something into this, but honestly, feeling how this game's gone, Triumph, bloody dry peek, it won't just wander in when the smoke goes. This has been a very curious affair, and funny enough, Sonic seems posted up for this just in case, because it feels like that maybe be the most likely option, but Moose biding his time, 20 seconds. He knows Sonic's going to be on the site. It might be the kill rather than the plant, and he gets it. 5-10, a curious half here. Triumph lead, it is their map, but can they close?
one with the world. I can't lose this feeling I get. My heart's in the right place, and so is my soul, yeah. I won't take no excuses for it. Love it, need it, live it. I feel like something's missing when I do not have it. I feel it in my bones, gotta find my space. These emotions on my face, taking a toll, I gotta pay it forward. I'll give it all that I can. No matter what, I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood, and I won't take no for an answer. If it don't hurt me, it makes me stronger. Yeah, what I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood, and I won't take it no more. If I won't, I will be there. Just leave it to me. I know what I need. You'll find if you see. And if you believe, you live and you breathe, you'll find the key. Lifting me, lifting you. Can't go alone, let's do by two. Doing this together, it's me by you. All through the night, all through the night. This is me, this is you. When we get together, we can all pull through. I don't ever wanna stop this groove. Let's get it right. Take it to the Lord, then take it to the grave. Listen to the wise man, tell me what he say. Listen to your heartbeat like it still bleed. A little bit of hope, yeah, it's what we still need. Say a little prayer for the moment. Give what you got, just go in. Can't hold you back if you own it. Live your life like it's chosen. No matter what, I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood, and I won't take no for an answer. If it don't hurt me, it makes me stronger. Yeah, what I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood, and I won't take it no more. If I won't, I will be there.
We're back in business with Triumph holding 10 to Cloud9's 5. This was supposed to be an open and shut case. Cloud9 coming in to clean up the place. It hasn't been just like that, though. Penny impressing, very much enjoying what they put forward in the first half, and Cloud9 seems like it's running away from them a little bit. GG.bet still has faith.
Oh, okay.
And we are into our second half of our final series of the day. First map, Triumph's pick, justified by the double digits on their CT side, excuse me, on their T. Into the defense now. Let's see if Cloud9 can pull up their socks, tie up their laces, and get back into this game.
A lot of utility being purchased here by Cloud9 on the pistol round. It was 3 smokes. The Xbox One has already been deployed, but it will be a B hit. So a smoke towards the doors, potentially one towards window, Molotov towards back of plat. Here we go.
Spongy's got the lineup. They're trying to face away. He does tuck in. Done well to do so just yet, but there's a swarm of Cloud9 fraggers. It's only gone 1 for 1 so far. Nothing to write home about. Retake nightmarish though. A smoke for Sheikh Zula, a kit for Sheikh Zula. If they can cause enough chaos, he could just jump straight on that thing. I want 4 of them to flood in at the same time. A waterfall of CT, with Sheikh Zula's objective being clear. Yeesh.
There we go. It's game time. You are the waterfall. And so far, so good. OC, the last one alive, but around the world he went. But there is a kit in play. The smoke's in there. Defuse comes in. OC would need a miracle, and it's not going to come through. Penny gets removed, as does Moose.
Sorry,
but,
what?
I mean...
We know what they say, Lauren.
Right?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
I made that joke, like, yesterday.
Yeah, but it's today. It's a new day.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Why are we referencing TLC in the first place? What's the
You
relevance?
mentioned waterfalls.
Oh, because they could
And if you try and chase them, then...
chase the waterfall. It worked. 11. Timeout. Are all relevant words.
And they made sense in a sentence as well. But that's
Alex, just really quickly, and you, Chad, but I don't think it was in Australia. Penny Crayon. Do you remember it?
Penny Crayon?
She had a crayon, and whatever she drew came to life.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like Mr. Wiggles' best friend.
Does sound like Mr. Wiggles' best friend.
He had a mate.
Nah, it was Mr. Squiggle anyway. I messed it up. Didn't know anything.
Wiggles is someone else.
Yeah, they do. These ones.
That's the one.
Yeah.
What else was it?
Guns.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't. They don't do this. Anyway, I'll show you later. You'll enjoy it.
It's a kind of a visual.
Children's content.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cloud9 with the buy. 2 AK-47s, 2 Duels and a Deagle. Floppy wants to get out the doors. Ahead of the Molotov he is. Flashes are good.
Oh. Oh, brute force on that.
It's exactly how you'd love to start. Like that's the dream start to a long take, is the flash hitting and your fragger beating the Molotov. It could not be any more dreamy for Cloud9 to start off round 17. Floppy's having a mad one. Spray looks good as well. Can't finish. Moose can though. Pulls out the AUG. Seems like the perfect weapon of choice for those long fights because he just peppers them. I'm not talking exotic pepper.
It's all falling apart, isn't it?
Yeah, the T's do have access to that B site, so I imagine this is still not going to go swimmingly for the CTs, especially with Moose's HP. He is in a spot of bother.
Considering how both of these halves have started, the force by wars are quite dramatic here. Triumph coming out on top, breaking serve in the first half. They could do so right here with a retake. Lots of utility to work with. Smoke, Molotov, 2 flashes and a HE, and even a kit. This is still on.
Just like Donkey Kong. Barreling in appropriately. Spongy onto Sonic. Now it's all onto OC and he does clean up. Got a little too close for comfort there. The shake is indicative of that. But that will be Cloud9's 6th, and that was a necessity. But the damage that Moose did with that AUG will follow us into this next round. I just saw every member of Cloud9 on about 3K, other than OC survived AK. So let's see it from his POV.
I didn't even see him.
Spray! It was a wild spray.
Straight through smoke, wouldn't it?
Well, he won't be able to replicate that, that's for sure. Regardless, they're only 5 rounds away from taking their map pick and potentially taking us for a full 3-map affair. Bottom, flying through.
Oh, there's a flash here. Shake Zula, when's he going to let it go?
Ooh. Didn't work out as you'd like.
No.
I do appreciate that Triumph made sure that was a quick one, though.
Thank
They
you.
weren't, you know, rotting the T's and pulling every Molotov and smoke out of them as they possibly could.
But just to dial back into your point a little bit earlier, Alex, when we get back into it, you will see the money situation on Triumph right now. They took an eco, and now they have to take another eco. But what that tells me is when we get to the first gun round, they could be prioritizing double orbs or making sure they get up all that utility, the Molotovs, the flashbangs, the defuse kits, all the goodies. So right now they've been on another. Oh, I love this in-game leader. He's got him on a very tight leash. There's always players like, I just buy a Deagle. No, bro. I want you to have all the guns on the first round.
I do.
Only a P250, though. Yeah, I just...
Oh, there it is. Could lose out on JT, but otherwise good, and Moose is a mile away. So, yeah, I think, I'll say it, Hugo, I feel like Harry, they're both picking up the Deagle sort of player.
Oh, yeah. Bit trigger happy on the buy.
Oh.
I'm the guy that keeps randomly buying scouts at the moment. I have this...
Yeah, you really got into the scout purchase
It's
for
a good.
bit
It's
last
really
night.
nice though. It's a bit like I love how quick you're so nimble with it.
Certainly. Like,
in
I
and
would
out.
rather, and you can debate me on this,
Here we
this
go.
is a new decision I've made because I'm sick of dying with my AWP. If I get the good mid-spawn on T-side Mirage, I'm no longer going to buy an AWP for it. I'm just going to take a scout and a Deeg and load to util because I feel like I win that duel more consistently if I'm the speedy boy swinging out fast. Because it's a left-eye peak for me.
Yes, it
So
is.
why not just fly out with a scout instead of an AWP and then I'm not wasting as much money when it's gone in the first fight?
Well, I assume in your pugs you don't have someone smoking windows, appropriate flashes for you, applying pressure from underpass, molotoving off connector.
I just asked for a smoke, like top mid. That's the only one. That's my only request.
Okay, so
It
you're
blooms
making it
after
to
I
the
take
mid
my
box.
shot.
Oh, okay.
You know, like a little delay on it. Lauren's the one throwing it usually.
No. I mean, I haven't done it in a while. You're really putting faith
There
in
were
me
some
after, like, a
barbs in
res
there, weren't there?
change and-
Usually.
Okay, so
Excuse me?
it is the double op setup that we see coming in.
Oh,
It will
look at
be
the dog.
Moose.
Dog.
Wait.
Or very strange cat. No, it's
Oh.
dog. Definitely
I
dog.
thought it was a cat.
I don't know. The tail looked suspicious for a second.
What sort of cats do you know?
Check this one out. OC's about to wallbang Moose in about 5 seconds. Never mind. Flashed him off. That works too.
Ooh, I like the speed on this. Right up towards Cat. Now hit the brakes a little, but not a lot. Still plenty of util being shown. Motum looking like he wants to get info. Did he see anything?
No.
I don't think so.
But they've done enough here to hold the players towards A and even draw a rotation across. You can see Moose, he's had to dip back in towards CT spawn, and meanwhile, Cloud9 have very swiftly set themselves up for a B hit. So, Spongy, my man, what do you got?
What are you made of?
Sponge.
He's not flashed by that. It's very clear he's got lots of targets, and he doesn't seem too caught off by the first. Motum, however, is there for his required trade, and we are seeing very hopeful wallbangs from Moose. It does seem indicative of a save, though. Shakezula being all the way in T-spawn to contain.
The fact that they have dipped all the way back into CT spawn should lock in your suspicions, Alex. But if you linger around like this with a longer bomb timer and you get greeted with a free frag, it might open the door to accelerate things on a retake. However, no defuse kit, so making sure that Cloud9 lose all their weapons might be the next best thing.
Yeah, I mean, they can save by the bricks, though. So, oof, not JT can't. And this is where Shakezula could come into a world of his own. OC was ready for it. Penny, though, he impressed us in the first half. Precision required. He'd rather preserve. He's got $0 in the bank account. Does not want to get caught out here.
What's up?
Eesh. Save it. Chilling. It's 9-11. Full util stocked on up. And on the other side of things, it's going to be a bit sketchy. Just the M4 and preserved AWP. Moose has got enough to drop M4. I assume he's thinking about that. No, he wants nades instead. Damn. Screw you, Spongy. I guess there must be someone on the floor already.
It's definitely, yeah, there we go. So it is the Famous that he'll have to pick on up, and this time around Moose will be crossing. Last time he got isolated by those very early flashes, and JT once again will be storming on down using the own Xbox smoke. Don't know what's happening with my accent here.
You've been around too many Brits.
Yeah, that was peculiar. I don't know who you became then. It wasn't you.
It's not me.
Moose, aggressive. No, it was Motum, who does fall. Now, this is where Penny and Shakezula are considering how much info they can get on this long. They probably want to park one of them up in the long doors and rotate. Yeah, they have done exactly that. Moose is even they're pushing all over the map at this point. They want info left and right. Moose could walk straight into the line of fire here. But instead, OC's returned his great gaze to middle. It could be possible that he gets caught out here. Will he anticipate such a fast presence in lower tons? His back is turned. He is going to be turning the corner just in time, though. And we're off into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, to the races now. Good late flash is coming in, going to catch a couple of the CTs, also catch some of the Ts, but they're on the site, and it did the CTs worse than the Ts, so it's all good. I don't know what the hell I just said. Shakezula going to go down, and it's all gravy apart from here comes that cap play, and it's Moose who could be the danger. Can he get another? Did he see OC? Oh, my word. 2v1. Bomb should go down here. No lethals left. JT, you don't do that.
Must have been a bad call. I think someone probably just did that terrible habit of maybe long, and then he's just made a choice based on that. I'm not sure. Moose has been filling the feed from short, so perhaps that relocation caught JT off.
Is it blind for long?
It's not ideal. OC can contest this. It's going to be a safe defuse. I like the angle he's gone for here. Moose is on the ninja. Oh, he's got his pajamas on. He's a full ninja there. That's beautiful. 12 for Triumph off the back of the ninja defuse. Moose doesn't even need to pull the trigger on the final player. And I can't help but feel JT's going to be a little red-faced after that one. 4 kills in the round, but his death cost them the conversion.
That was a weird choice.
Okay, well, Cloud9, there's been some rushed and interesting moments throughout this entire game just here, but Triumph, look, they can only play against what they're offered up. And they're doing a decent job of it thus far, and that is fantastic from OC, hitting the leg shot on Shakezula as he jumps across the door, didn't use the smoke to completely hide himself, and, well, that's going to be trouble as we see the Avant-Garde mid-door smoke coming on out to obscure the vision, jumping up towards Xbox's Motum, the entry man. Molotov over the top to try and segregate here from Moose. Will isolate the AWPer on Cat of OC.
Bomb too. So that smoke might fade by the time he tries to get to short if he's not quick about it. Lovely. Does it and Shakezula. Motum wants. Ooh, sound cue's a bit too much for them to commit to that. But we've still got 70 seconds. We're in no rush here. Cloud9.
The pace from this is nuts. These have been quite quick rounds, to be fair. Like, they have been pacey. They do seem a little extended at the end because we see a lot of those kind of post-plant moments. Teams try to play back in, but they do seem to hit the brakes now. They have that mid-control Cloud9. They have pretty much everything they want. Still a fair whack of util too. But Junior being around where he is could still be a threat to them. So curious to see how the CT side try to post up on this.
It's feigning the mid to B. That will just hold the two defenders in the sight. And, well, they need info. Penny! Head taken off by Floppy, and now it's just Junior with the AWP on site. He's about to be overwhelmed.
Or not. Watch this. Never mind.
That sounded exactly like when I played you.
Yeah, that is. I did say this is going to be a cool comeback story yesterday, Lauren, and it was a cool comeback story.
It was.
So I will.
I was amazed you said that after being knifed like 3 rounds in a row. Like,
I'm trying to change myself. Chad's an inspiration to me. He's trying to like be a better human.
I really am.
And I was getting. I would normally have been mad after being stabbed 4 times in a row.
I was so used to hearing the.
Yeah, the sigh, the groan, the I thought you were watching that.
Yeah, the
None of that
the
ratty stuff. I'm taking all of that
accusations.
gross stuff out of my vocabulary, and now I'm just talking about comebacks and potential,
And if you lose, you just make sure you have fun.
which we certainly have been doing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I do remember you refusing to play with people because they weren't good enough.
So what I've been doing, Lauren, is going to bed on time, waking up, exercising as much as possible, and then prepping by watching demos upon demos before coming into work. So I haven't given myself much time to play the Counter-Strike, but tomorrow we do have an off day, so I might play some tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to commit to anything.
But you have to also know
Shaddy.
that though that sounds like, you know, it's easy to start comparing yourself to the choices Chad's made.
You don't have
That's
to.
that just makes him happy.
Yeah.
So he's not boasting. He's not kind of trying to feel superior in any way. That's just what he's found that makes him feel good, and he's proud of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Peace
Just
and
before
my
you start
happiness.
projecting your dissatisfaction
Oh no, I
which
would
chat
never.
onto other people.
Just, I do miss the days of, you know, the... Henry was a fan of it too. The calling starts so well. So dedicated and
Very
happy
hands-on,
and
isn't it?
excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
all in there. And then it just goes really badly
Disappears,
wrong.
yeah.
And then the quiet becomes so loud.
Oh, it's deafening, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrible. And you give an idea, and it's like, don't even acknowledge you.
Doesn't say a thing.
Nothing.
Fortunately,
Really stings.
Oh, here we go. Might get
Zula's
a
about to get our first Zeus kill of ESL One
I'm just
Cologne
gonna
online.
listen.
Here we go.
JT the victim. Lovely jubbly. 4-4.
More of that, please.
I would love a bit more
Yes.
of that. And on the cross, OC shouldn't be given anything. I don't know why Junior would give this a jiggle dry. It's a free frag. Patience rewarded. Navi's strat justified. And here they come. 2 smokes for the cross. Safe as houses. Only the one. It seems like they're happy to leave some gaps. OC's just popping heads. Looking great. And they'll wrap that one up. Put a bow on it and nail it to themselves. It's 11. Closing that gap now. Let's not forget it was a 10-5 half. So Cloud9's T side certainly seems to have found its footing. And so have the majority of the fraggers as well. It was a very harrowing start when you looked at the scoreboard, but it does seem like at least 3 members of Cloud9 have managed to close in on those 20 frag mark.
That's the 3 we named as well. OC for the exciting factor, Modem doing the entry fragging, and Floppy potentially being a star rifler. Well, he's had 1 or 2 rounds to his name. The double AWPs will come back out from Triumph here, and look at this, corralling down middle.
He thought he had the timing right there. Moose just gobbled 2 flashes.
Okay. This is game on now. The last round, obviously, we mess around when they have no money, and it's kind of irrelevant. Most people with a slightly elevated IQ don't worry, I'm proud of you. And Zula kind of run around there. Junior's still very present. There's still a lot of CTs towards this A side. And, well, we're going to see if they can stand. OC, what a fight! Moose still alive, kicking, barely. He does have support. Form of old
boost, yeah.
Spongy. Are they fancying it, or are they going to peel away? It looks like get out of dodge time.
Yeah, and it's a hard call to make. If he can catch the bomb cross, it's been thrown. Very strong arms from OC there. That should remove any of the margin for error that was present. Moose still giving it a good go. He will have a gap to maneuver and to suss out any potential for the clutch. But unfortunately, loss of a teammate. Motum, safe pair of hands as always. And that's the equalizer. Triumph, they're running out of the chance now. Accruing 10 rounds was fantastic. Unfortunately, it seems that Cloud9's coordinated and advanced T side has left them with very few options.
We should do tongue twisters.
I've been working on my very first German tongue twister.
Yes, okay.
And that's, I'll tell you now, even harder than the English ones. It's about a fisher called Fritz who fishes fresh fish. Kind of works in English too, actually. Yeah. But not my strong suit. Bottom into long. They can take all this space and just press pause whenever they feel and see fit. Floppy always given that responsibility, or rather anyone with the AWP given responsibility of middle on these defaults. They send JT over towards the tons, walking up long, it's clean, and it's the round. Penny maybe could be the curveball here. I think he may have just been spotted. He certainly fired off the warning shot necessary. Floppy gets it, lovely jubbly. And so with Junior and Moose with just the Deagles, nothing really to write home about. We can see this one converted into the 13th, and it's quite the slew of rounds as well from Cloud9. This has been 4 + 4 is 8. So this has been 8 in the last 9 rounds.
Wow.
It's really transitioned from something that was scrappy in the first half to now Cloud9 basically running around playing deathmatch, right? They're still playing as a team, yeah, but they're happy to take these fights, they're happy to take these duels, and they're making themselves look like the better team, which is what we all expected coming into this one here. Once again, no disrespect to Triumph. They've had some roster woes in recent times, and thus they found themselves with 2 new additions. However, Moose and Penny are those additions, and they're doing quite well. Or was it Moose and Junior? Maybe.
The thing for me is like Triumph, whatever they get is just kind of a look into what they could have if they have more time with the roster, right? If they have more time to kind of make up for the loss of Grim, they've got plenty of potential. They're a good little roster, but
Where is it? You heard it.
work it out, yes. Oh, it was Junior actually connected, but it's all towards B. This is going to be Moose's moment. Orb to hand for players coming in. One's good, he needs more though. Now flashed in trouble.
This repeat's so scary. Well, he wants to opt for the left side, and yeah, OC can't believe his luck. He catches Spongy as well before the smokes bloom. Penny wants to change it, going aggressive. I love it. Sonic's not ready. Penny impressing, spraying into Floppy. It's Junior to finish it. The no-scope headshot. A lovely combination of words and a lovely combination of players. Junior and Penny shifting the pendulum back into Triumph's. And that's a triple kill. We'll see that again from OC start. See that second shot, very clean to open it up, but it wasn't enough. Let's see Junior flying down, suppressing shots. Couldn't believe his luck.
360 as well in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got to get the style points in.
Okay, Cloud9 will be taking a timeout here. It felt like they were very much in control of this, and as you can see there with the scoreboard, 2 of the rounds that they have lost have been with the bomb down, so at least they were able to get on into the site. And the same there in the previous of 26, but the plant didn't come on through. The aggressive CT play triumphed. Spongy and Shake Zula down the bottom on 11 for their team. On the other side of things, it's JT and Sonic, the 2 South Africans. Not finding a huge amount of impact, but when OC has 27 to his name and 23 and 22 for Floppy and Modern respectively.
I think this is a bit of an accent question.
Yes.
But I have it all the same. I've been given some advice on Twitter about how to pronounce Spongy's name.
Okay.
But I think it's just because of the way I speak.
Yes.
I think Spongy's name is pronounced more like the word sponge and less like sponge.
So my alias for that person who made that is meant to be pronounced
Phonetically,
sponge.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just, yeah. Yeah, we won't even need to, we don't need to get to that.
We'll dive back in once Junior stops absolutely battering people over towards short. Nice little double for him, going to slow down that split that was potentially coming through. Now it kind of cuts it right in the middle. And you're left with OC, JT, and Floppy. And I'm looking at OC, does still have that orb. And if it is his, I think he's got the classic Weeb cannon out. It's quite impressive, plenty of nice stickers on it. Would be mad if I died to it.
Good name for an old Weeb cannon.
Yeah.
Hadn't thought about that.
It's a classic. Old Moose on patrol.
Strike.
No C on the other side. Does he predict it? How would you go about it? You've taken down Penny, but where are the others? Nice little high flash to force him on the angle. Gives OC the hold towards hole in the wall. Doesn't go subtle about presence, but you got to be careful here, JT, because Junior's been on it this round.
How else do you say sponge? Spongy?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think he's just being weird. It's fine. There's lots of weird people in the world. I'm one of them.
Moose has got a free kill right here. Oh, okay, there it is. OC goes down. 2-on-4 situation to ensue. Boost not on the cards as JT just offers himself up for free. And now Floppy, he has crossed behind the smoke. But this one here, it's going to be a very difficult round to win.
Yeah, I don't really see a way out for Floppy. He's getting flanked from all sides. Junior with the opening double was enough, and that's Triumph now stringing together 2. This is when things can start getting a little awry, and the damage that Triumph managed to do in the first half will have follow-on effects. Cloud9, Margin Ferreira starting to get closed out.
Where's the human gone?
I miss the dog more.
standard. I would expect that from you.
A little less smile on the face of Sonic there. I think he's realized that this really is the pointy end and can't afford to be making any unforced errors at this juncture. Timeout called just to amplify that message. They can control the pace here. Cloud9, they've got plenty of pages on their strat book, and I have no doubt off the back of this timeout, that is exactly what we'll be seeing. And as the final 10 seconds tick down, they prepare for battle. It's round 28, map 1, final series of our 6th day here. Overpass and Inferno are the remaining maps in the pool. We'll get there eventually. Good shot from Moose to start it off. It's called suicide for a reason. It's a risk.
Such a risk. What a freebie to be given up there. Normally they're throwing multiple flashes towards the mid door to dissuade Moose, but this time there was nothing. They just assumed that the conditioning of previous rounds was going to be enough to hold him at bay, but still, with the heads-up play to open up the account here, Triumph, it felt like they were down and out. Now they're back in it.
All right, pace on it. Picking it up, shakesZula. Oh, wow, okay. Want to fight back out of nowhere? They find the 2 on long. There was a third, though. Keep in mind that Penny has been patrolling these parts. Molotov goes in on the cross, so can't actively fight. This does have Spongy behind him. And they're just holding this for now. Smoke's going to re-go in, smoking off that cross. And Floppy has made it over. Uh-oh, they're playing through the smoke, Alex. I'm pretty sure they're right next to them.
They didn't see him. Who was it? It was Penny, finally caught by OC watching the tail. All good. Bomb not down. Spongy burning, back in the up to CT, but he's lost his teammate as well. And I think they might just want to preserve. This is a very clean round from Cloud9. The long take, good util usage. The frags coming in from Floppy. OC was the one to really open the account. Now head to T-spawn for the save. Wonder if they can try and catch any of the rotates in, or out rather, from long. The round is 14-14, but with Moose's AWP, I wonder if they're going to just... Yeah, they'll stay there. Okay.
Yeah, the hunt is viable for Cloud9. They have enough money in the back pocket to go for some kills like this, especially Modem. 5,900 to his name, so if he wants to round the corner here and try and clear out the car position, he's well within his rights. Finishes off the frag, and that's a big gun to take away right there, because as we can see, going into round number 29, only a little bit of money for the rest of the players on the Triumph side of things. Moose could drop one. shakesZula can buy himself. Junior could buy into a Famous, same as Penny. Spongy could take that dropped rifle, or, as the conservative play that we saw earlier in this second half, they might just want to take a full save, concede 15, and then go into round 30 with 2 AWPs and all the goodies they may require. I would say, based off of what I've seen so far from Triumph, they don't feel like a team who's going to be audacious enough to go for a force buy in this scenario, so expect a save. And try and use Moose to find you an opening and potentially pick you up another weapon in transition.
Chad, how's the play-by-play coming along?
It's probably getting worse the later it gets, but
Okay.
I can give it another crack if you want.
It's only 11. It's all right. When it gets to 12, we'll dip back into some play-by-play.
I turn into a pumpkin then too.
Oh, it's either that or a gremlin.
Yeah, is it don't feed me or is it something to do with water? I forget.
Yeah,
I
you
thought it was
can't get-
feeding.
Can I get wet?
Gremlin's wet, I
I
think.
remember.
Yeah.
I really liked that movie as a kid, and I remember nothing of it.
That was a
I
scary one.
realised that.
I think it
about,
was
like,
quite horrifying for me.
Yeah,
Bang! And the
Ooh,
dirt's
Moose.
not quite gone.
Well, they force spot.
Against Chad's recommendation, or his expectation, should I say.
Yeah, my expectation was a conservative approach. This is do or die. If Triumph lose this, it's the game.
Okie dokie. Well, seems set. And the bomb's still at T-spawn, so it's going to be Cloud9 looking for some early pressure. Not again. Sonic does get tagged up, but he continues with Floppy, avoiding the nades and taking huge amount of space. Floppy could get caught out by the boost here. Penny's in a prime spot, and he has been found and sussed out. Triumph, this all in. It seems to be paying dividends. If Spongy goes down, Lauren, we're cooking, though.
Let's see. Come on, JT. You've had a bit of a rough one, but you're hoping this works. Check the side. Loses out. That could have been so much easier. Now the molly forcing Spongy in the open is going to do well. OC kind of taking matters into his own hands, but this isn't going to be easy. They can't even get that bomb into the right place just yet. They need a couple more, and shakesZula right there just slides on in. And uh-oh, OC, the 1v4 ain't going to happen. Ooh, little shot into the face.
Sassy.
Ooh, we going OT?
It's seeming likely, but if Triumph steal this one away, definitely going to be a third for the night, I would feel. I think that Cloud9, obviously we need to do a Dust segment. Maybe I should shut up and save the content.
Yeah.
Keep it together, Chad. Because I'm sure there's a lot to go through, so we don't want to rush it now.
Okay, double AWPs for the CT side. Triumph are about to pull it over the line on their map pick, but full AKs in all the bits and bobs we need for OT. Down to execution, so keep your eyes peeled. Vanguard smoke for the cross. Oh, we're calling that the Adren smoke, aren't we? And a Vanguard for the cross.
One that limps out onto the... Oh, dear.
Autumn's about to do the flashbang dance with his whole squad. And Shakesula collects. They tuck in. He's going to get another. No, not quite. Crosshair wasn't perfect. Sonic was. 4-4 then. With plenty of time as they start to pull some utility out of that CT side. A crossfire established in middle. If they look to pivot, Spongy coming lowers as well. They have to go all in on A. Otherwise, they're going to get their bottom spanked by Spongy and co.
There goes Sonic trying to keep track, but it's Penny playing out towards middle, and Sonny, the CTs, they're playing like they're confident. This is quite wild. Counter-Strike left with both AWPs alive, and both of them post up in middle. What is this game? Floppy's probably dead here. Yeah, he is, and now it's down to Motum. The 1v2. Have to hit the 3K to even get this one going actually towards him. That's bold, but do you expect the second? No, you do not. 16-14 Triumph picking up the win over Cloud9. A little unexpected,